Welcome to 20-minute cardio. I'm going to start the timer and we can start just jogging a little bit while I explain the workout today. Today's workout is low-high. We're going to have four 4-minute rounds, and it's going to be 40 seconds of a lower intensity cardio move followed by 20 seconds of a high intensity move. And we're going to repeat that 4 times. Go ahead, side to side. So it's actually pretty long. It's 4 minutes without really a break. So the idea is that you're pacing yourself during the low intensity portions that you can get through the high intensity. Of course, if you need a break at any point, you can always take a break, but I am going to recommend not just standing still and stopping. If you need to take a break, go back to something like a step touch or pulling your knees back. You don't want to just completely stop. You want to kind of ramp it down. All right, a couple more seconds here. We're going to start our first move. I'm just going to do a couple high knees just to warm up my core. Our first move is going to start just a shuffle. So you can keep your hands pulled into your side, or you can move them back and forth. I'm just on my toes, landing light. So this is my 40-second low intensity move. And that means I can kind of keep this going for a while. It's nothing crazy. If you need to slow it down and not jump, you just tap back. Okay, that's your low intensity, lower intensity option, where you're not jumping and you're not leaving both feet in the air at any point. Got about 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to drop it into a harder move. That's going to be a lunge jump. Okay, lunge jump. Lunge, lunge. From the side. Whew, that's hard turning. If, again, this is too much for you, you're just going to drop into a lower lunge. You're still working your muscles harder, so you're still going to feel your heart rate come up. All right, back to the low move. Now, if you really have a lot of energy and your cardio, your heart rate's not up yet, you can go ahead and add some arms. I'm going to leave mine down. I'm also going to set my, let's see, what are we going to call this? Let's call this high intensity. There we go. Got 15 more seconds. So remember, we're jumping to a higher one next. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, high intensity, jump it, switch, switch. In between here, if you're sort of kind of jumping but not quite all the way yet, you can jump, center, switch, center. Jump, center. 3, 2, 1, low. Good. Now there's no break. If you need to, you're just going to slow this down. You can slow it as much as you need to get through it. Again, if you're like, I can go higher, add your arms, and that's going to bring your heart rate way up. Still staying down. We still have a minute and a half left. It's not a little more than that. It's not nothing. It's nice we have no equipment today. Good workout. If you're traveling, you can always go back to this. You can add this on. There we go. Drop it. Switch it. I find the arms help. It gives me that little balance and momentum to push up and through, up and through. I start to feel it in my thighs. That's okay, as long as there's no pain. Okay, last time. So sustained high heart rate. That's good. I'm in the 140s. Went up a little higher with the lunges. Good. Halfway through this one. Then we've got one more of the higher intensity. Again, if you want, add your arms. But keep an eye on your heart rate. If you have a watch, monitor it. If you don't have a watch, here we go. Drop it, switch. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, you can look at your perceived level of exertion. So it should be a little bit hard. You should be a little breathless. I can still talk, but I'm obviously struggling a little bit to keep my conversation smooth. There it is. Good. All right, pull back. Give a little stretch for your thighs. We got about 50 seconds in between. I'm gonna pause here. Let my heart rate come down. Little quad stretch. So now mine's high, real high, because I was talking and jumping at the same time. All right, good. Our next move, while we're stretching, is gonna be a little side lunge. There's a little count to this, but if you listen, you'll get it. It's the closest thing to dancing that I probably do, and it's still pretty far from dancing, so you're gonna be okay. We're gonna start with one toe out to the side here, and the move is gonna be this. Hold on, there we go. You're gonna pull your knee, drop, and switch. Knee, switch, knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. As you get into the pattern, you can add a little twist so you can get some oblique work. Knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. Knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. Again, this is your slower one. If you're doing this for a second time, or if you just want to up the intensity, okay, pick one leg. One leg just going the whole time, 20 seconds. We'll do the other leg next time. But you can add a set of light weights to this. Maybe 1, 2 pounds, 3 tops. When you're going fast like this, you don't want to lift heavy weights. All right, knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. Knee, switch, knee, knee. If for some reason you're losing it on the switch there, jog in place, it's fine. Try it again next time though. Knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. Again, if you've got a weight, hold it tight. Okay, other side, pull. So you want to go pretty fast here, because remember, this is more intense. This leg's bent. You're going to start to feel a little bit of a burn in the back leg. Weights in your heel, toes are loose, belly button's in, back is flat. A lot to think about. Good. All right. There you go. And you'll hear it saying low and high. If anyone wants the timer, send me a note. I've got it on a shareable app, and you can adapt this style of workout to any other moves you like, as long as there's a low and a high. Knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. So we're working core, because remember, every time you pull your knee in, you're working your core. There we go. If you got the energy, you can add a little jump on the front foot. That's really gonna get your heart rate up though. You can slow it down, speed it up, customize it for you. 3, 2, 1. Good. Knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch, knee, tap, switch. You can see I don't have a real consistent movement with my hands, but I do keep them moving. Knee, switch, knee, knee. Knee, tap, switch. There we go. A few more seconds. Then we get that last high level. We'll wait till you get here. If you want to add a little jump, it's really tiny. Your foot barely leaves the ground. But you'll feel the standing leg. You'll feel the core. You'll feel the heart rate. Good. Few more seconds, almost done. 2, 1. Good. Rest. Just shuffle out for a second. Real slow. But again, our heart rate's high. we want to bring it down somewhat gradually. All right. Whew. Our next move, the last two new moves that we have, are going to be a jumping jack. We know that one. And then with the jumping jack, going to slow it down even more to a heel tap. With the jumping jack, your high intensity is going to be a pop jack. And I will show you how it looks, and then I'll show you a lot of modifications as well. So a few more seconds. Roll down and back. Roll up and forward. Now we've got a little toe tap for the last few seconds. See, we come down slowly. Heart rate should start to drop. Nice high. Okay, jumping jacks. Just jacks. If you like full jacks, you got full jacks. If you don't like high intensity, then you can do one side at a time, and that's going to give you a more low impact work. In between there, you can do one leg and both arms, or again, couple here, couple there. You don't have to commit to it for the whole 40 seconds. You want to make sure that you get through it though. All right, we're almost to the pop jack. That's a little bit harder. Really like them though, they're kind of fun. A few more, 4,
3, 2, 1.
All right, so pop jack, you're here, and you pop and pop. If you're low impact, then both arms and one leg. If you're high impact, you pop up. We have low ceilings because I'm upstairs in a cape. I can touch the ceiling. Good. Back to jacks. Nice and easy. Bring it back down. Same thing here. If you get through a few of these, but you're starting to feel uncomfortable, like your heart rate might be getting too high, if it's uncomfortable, drop it back. Drop it back to a tap, even if it's just for a couple, until you can kind of catch your breath a little bit. Good, good, good. Notice this third round is the hardest. First one was kind of warm-uppy. Now we got 3 seconds.
2, 1.
Pop jacks again. Pop. So these are plyometric moves, which are jumping moves. That's why there's no weights today. Because with something like this kind of jumping, weights can be pretty tricky. Good. Back to jacks. I do see people jump with weights. Again, I don't recommend ever going over 2 or 3 pounds. 1 pound is really pretty good too. You don't want to pull or jerk your shoulder sockets. A few more seconds. We're down to about our last minute and a half. Just about there. All right, 10 more seconds here. Then one more high, a low, and a high.
3,
2,
1.
pop jacks, down, and pop, pop. Look, if you're in beast mode, you can go way faster than I am, right? You can just keep popping them out without the little pause. Or you can squat with that tap. The high-low
3,
is gonna get you there.
1.
Whew. Jacks. Last 40 seconds of just jacks. The heat just went on. It's like 20 degrees out today. 25. So the heat just kicked on and it doesn't feel great. 20 more seconds here. Again, pace yourself if you need to. Grab a couple lows. Stay low if you need to. Long as you can still at least talk a little bit. You don't have to talk as much as me. I talk a lot. I know that.
3,
Okay. Pop jacks. Boop. Pop it up. I think there's other names for these. I like pop jack though. I think it sounds fun. You pop up. You're gonna feel your thighs too, because this is a squat here.
3,
That's the squat part.
1.
Good. All right. We're tapping it out. That is 3 out of 4 rounds, which means you have 1 round left. This last round is everything we've done before, just one of each. So it'll be shuffle, and then the lunge jump for our first minute. Then we're gonna go to the side lunges. Whew, and we're gonna do that twice because we have 2 legs. Go tap your heel, tap it across, catch your breath. Good news is that this first 40 seconds, again, that's kind of going back to the first move, which was our warm-up move. So I know I could use that to catch my breath. 7 more seconds of the rest, and then we're going back to just that little front-back shuffle. Here we go. Some people call this skier. I've heard it called skier. Definitely move your arms with it if you want to. You can, again, if you really have a lower heart rate and want to get it up higher, you can always add your arms. When your arms go overhead, your heart rate goes up pretty much consistently and always. When your arms go up, so does your heart rate. So if it's above your heart, you'll add on a little there. This is nice and easy though, because it gets harder from here. It's kind of your break. 4, 3, 2, 1. We got this. Nice droppy lunges. Again, you do not have to jump this. You can just alternate your lunge. You're still going to get a big muscle working, so it's still going to get your heart rate up. So many options. Find the one that's best for you. Good. Okay. Knee switch. Knee tap switch. Knee tap switch. Knee switch. So obliques work every time you twist. Twist. Good. Pick a side in a few seconds.
2, 1.
I'm gonna go here. Again, if you want to jump, it's tiny, just the ball of your foot. Control the core. Pull the belly button to your spine. 5.
3, 2,
Good.
1.
Good. So same. Knee tap switch. Knee tap switch. I like side body exercises because we don't move side to side. We move front to back usually. So these muscles can get imbalanced. So this helps balance them out. Helps us keep our balance. Helps us with our posture.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Other side. So we drive the knee in, knee goes up, belly button pulls, pull. Core work every single time.
3,
Here we go.
1.
All right, Jax. If your heart rate's too high, you're just gonna bring it to a tap. If you're really, really high, you can even get rid of the arms, right? Arms down will slow down your heart rate too. Keep going, about halfway. Pace yourself. Good. Three.
2,
Pop jacks, last move.
5.
Down for the squat and pop it. Pop. Zero equipment. Great workout.
2,
I'm gonna finish that. There we go.
cool down.
Good. Tap it out, side to side. Take a few deep breaths. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Again. And forward. Let's stay here. Keep the feet out. Your twist through. Catch your breath. I slowed down a lot here. But again, I don't just want to come to a sudden halt. I want to use this minute to get my heart rate down. Really light and slow. I'm going to add a little tricep press to this. There's no weights. But your triceps still know you're there. Good. About 15 seconds, and then we're going to stretch just for a minute. I always recommend stretching more. If you get a chance later, go ahead, just one knee up, and twist the hip out, twist the hip out. Good.
Your timer is complete.
Timer is complete, but we're going to stretch. Go ahead and grab a foot, heel down, toe up. Your heart rate's probably still pretty high. I know mine is. I'm fine to talk now, but I definitely still feel, sort of pounding heart feeling. There's a difference, though, of course, between, pounding and working hard and letting your heart rate get up, feeling any kind of pain. I was never short of breath in all of that. As hard as I was working, go ahead and bring this over. Again, not resting on your kneecap. Keep it up on your thigh. If you need your hands to do that, that's fine. Press down. Oop, lost my balance. Good. Got it back. Good. Press your hip down. So I never felt really short of breath. I never felt like I couldn't catch my breath. I never felt like I had to stop. I felt like I needed to slow down, but I'm always really careful that I'm not overexerting, because then it kind of undoes the good work of the workout. Go ahead, heel down, toe up. If you work so hard that you're hurting yourself, you're going to end up injured, and then you're not going to be able to work out, or you're going to end up uncomfortable. You're going to give yourself a headache, and then you won't feel well, and you won't do things the rest of the day. So find your balance. All right, come on up. The balance between working without ever hurting yourself. Fitness requires good health. Good. So I'm driving my knee straight down. Same thing here with form, though. When I bring this up and over, if you need a chair, you can balance with it. I'm going to press down here, but I'm not going to rest on my kneecap. Kneecaps float, and you can push them where they don't belong too easily. So keep your weight on your quad muscle. Good. It's a pure form of stretch here, all in the back. You can get tight. Go ahead, heel down, toe up. I'm going to finish with one more stretch, hip flexor stretch. I'm just dripping sweat here. Hip flexors get really sore from sitting too much. So I'm going to press down, and this is a standing hip flexor, so I kind of got to work to find it. But when I drop low, I'll start to feel a stretch through here. Just a gentle stretch, never any pain. If it hurts, it hurts. It's bad. Hurting is a sign that your body is telling you you're doing something wrong. So if anything hurts, stop doing it. Look for a way to modify it. You can really feel the hip, though. I know without going to work, I had to switch back. I normally get up in the morning, I get up, I do my thing, right? I walk to work. It's not a long walk, it's like 4 or 5 minutes, but it's something. And then at work, I'm up and I'm down. These days when I'm off, when I'm not working, I can really sit for a long time, and my watch will remind me of that, so I have to get up and do more things. Good, come on up. Big breath in and out. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Good, wiggle your fingers down towards your toes. Little bend in your knee and roll up. And we are done. Thanks for joining me. I hope you sweat as much as I did, and I will see you tomorrow for some toning. Bye.